welcome to our sample gradebook. This lesson is lesson 12, charting. And charting is one of the greatest tools in Excel because a picture literally is worth 1,000 words. And what you can do is you can give splash, a little panache to your worksheet. And charting covers a couple of things. One, you have those people who are data driven. They just want to see the hard numbers. On the other side, you have people who like to see a chart. A chart tells them in a snapshot what's going on. And you can combine all this information on a single spreadsheet to satisfy both audiences. So right over here, I'm going to move this up a little bit and off to the left. What I have is a set of data. And we're looking at the months of the year. We're looking at the SAT scores for the given months of the year, and then how many students actually took that test. And then over here, you can see down here, I have my sum function. And over here, I have a average function. And then let me highlight that there so you can see it. And then down here, I have my mean or my median. And I actually went out to the 2003 SAT scores so I could get a good definition of how these scoring should add up. And then over here, I used a random number generator. I found that random 1900 works really well. It gives me a good sample of what an SAT score should look like. And then over here for students, I chose random 200 for the number of students who would take the test at any one given time. So now I have three individual charts. The first one shows me how many students by month took the SATs. And you can see the little numbers up here. This is very, very key because over in March, we can barely see the line there and it says 0. Over here in December, we see that the number is 4. And so that's what you have working for you here. And so at any one given time, I know what's going on with my charting. Then over here on my pie chart, I have it broken out a little bit so that I can see how these look, the months of the year here, and then the SAT scores. And it allows me to look over and ask the big question, why over in this slice, December, was the SAT scores 527 points, where over here in this other point right down here, in May, it jumped up to 1523 for the average score. So what happened? And so that's what charting allows you to see. And then down here I have what they call a combination chart, which shows me the SAT scores by month in orange, and then I have this trend line that shows me what's going on. So we can then again come back and say, well, look at the students. It dropped off to 0 in May, so we're not really sure what happened there. We can pretty much guess why June is so low. Because, it's the middle of summer. And then over here, we can pretty much guess why only, a few students took the SAT in December. It's winter break. Who wants to take the test? So how do we set up these? First thing we're going to do is we're going to create this students chart here. So I'm going to come down here, and you'll notice over here when I click on the chart, it is pulling the data from the month and the students. So we'll come down here, and we're going to highlight month, hold down the command or the Apple key, and choose students. So we're selecting just data from those two areas, and we're going to come on over here and choose a little bar chart there. I'm going to move it as close up here so I can show all the information on my worksheet. I'm going to make it a little longer here, maybe a little too long. And I'm going to click on the first column. I don't like the color brown, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click and I'm going to go over and I'm going to format the data series. And when it comes over here to the fill, I want to choose green, and on the line I want to change it to green as well. I think it stands out a little bit better. Now, it shows over here in January that students took a little bit more than 120 scores or SAT tests, but you see over here it says 127. So I'm going to right click again and I'm going to choose add data labels, and it automatically goes in and pops the actual number in. So over here for September it reads 40, over here on May it reads 28. So I'm going to make this a little smaller so it kind of pops in there a little bit, and I need more room over here for my other chart. And the next chart I'm going to do is a pie chart. You notice that the pie chart pulls from the month and the SAT scores. So I'm going to come down here and I'm going to highlight month and then hold down the Command or the Apple key and choose SAT scores. And then I'm going to come up and choose a pie chart. And I'll move that over there. And then I can come on over here to the pie chart. And if I want to, I can click on this little drop-down menu and I can choose to represent my data any which way that I like. And I might choose this one here. Okay, that's kind of nice. The charts always don't have to look like the example up above. But I can see over here what each slice represents. And then you also have other abilities to look at your chart if you want to. You can use kind of a 3D kind of pie-looking chart that has some dynamics to it, visually speaking. And that's the beauty of it. You can mix and match to your heart's content. Now comes the big one. Over here, SAT scores by month. I want to show not only the month of the year, the SAT scores, but how many students actually took the test. And I want to show a trend line. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come on over and highlight all of my data. And I'm going to create a clustered line. There we go. And I'm going to move this down here. It doesn't look like much yet, but we'll change that. And I'm going to come on over here. And I have this line down here. Now, you'll notice that I have the items listed here, but it's kind of hard to see what's going on. So, for instance, right down here in May is so small, I can't really tell, are students taking the test, what's going on. So this is why we want to do a combo chart or a combination chart. I'm going to click on the first column here, and I'm going to go to Format Data Series. And on the fill, I want to make this orange. And then over here on the line, I'm going to choose no line, just for giggles and laughs. So I have that data there. Now I'm going to come down to my other trend line right down here, and I'm going to click on it. You see how the little handles highlight over here? I'm going to right mouse click, and I'm going to go to Format Data Series. And in Format Data Series, I'm going to click on Axis, and I'm going to choose Secondary Axis. And when I click OK, you can see over here, this information shows my yellow, or in my brown, I should say, my students, and this over here shows the SAT scores. But it's still we're not done. I'm going to come on over here to the orange. I'm going to highlight it again, and I'm going to Format Data Series. I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to change the fill to no fill, but I'm going to make the line black, and I'm going to change the weight on this line. And the line is going to be maybe more like that, 1 point. I'm going to choose OK, and then I'm going to come over with it still highlighted, and I'm going to come on over here, and I'm going to change that to a line. And you can actually smooth out the line if you want. So now this starts to make sense over here. Let me go back and look at my color here. What color did I have down here? Oh, I had orange. Okay, so let me come on over here. I'm going to right click, Format Data Series. I'm going to go to the fill, and I'm going to make this orange. There it is. And just for giggles and laughs, I can come on over and I can make the line orange as well. There we go. So now we have our 3 charts. And the great thing is, because we have been using a random number generator, we know that if we hold down the Command or the Apple key and we press the equal key, it's going to force the spreadsheet to automatically recalc. And here's where the dynamics come in. Every time we update our student data, you'll notice that the charts change as well. And this is great because once you've invented this spreadsheet and created it and put all your bells and whistles and charts in, you update the data, the charts automatically update, and then you can just take it from there. The neat thing, and I'm going to hold down the Command key so you can see it really jump around. Now here's another cool thing, is I can come on over and I can click on this chart and I can right mouse click and I can choose Copy. Then I'm going to come on over to my Microsoft Word document. I'm going to choose right mouse click, Paste, and what it's going to do is it pops in the chart for me. And I can do that over here. I can come on over and I can grab another chart and I can copy it, and then I can come back over to Word and I can actually do the same thing here. Command V for paste. And now I have these two charts, and I can add them to my document. So I literally can do several things here. I can come on over and I can grab my data range here. I'm going to go up to the very top here. I'm going to grab this data, go on over to Word. So what I can do down here is I can actually give people words that tell what the data means. I can show them the actual data I'm pulling from, and then I can give them one or two charts to further emphasize that point. And that's the real benefit of using Excel. So as we talked about before, we can link the data to the charts. There is no limit to the number of charts except for room that you can have on a spreadsheet, and you can set these up. Once they're set up, all you have to do is go over and change the data, and all of a sudden your charts will automatically start popping and singing and looking really good and make you look like a pro. So stay with us, and we will be right back for our next lesson.